Okay, so you know how sometimes you're like totally wrestling with these massive Excel spreadsheets?
Yeah. Oh,
And
yeah.
you're just like, ooh, if this thing could just do stuff by itself.
Yeah.
Like, format. Those cells run the numbers, make the
Right.
reports. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And you wish it could all just kind of magically happen.
Absolutely.
Well, get this. We're diving into a shortcut today that can actually make that kind of magic happen.
Yeah, it's a good one.
We're talking Alt plus F11, the gateway to automating stuff in Excel.
It's true that Shortcut is like a secret portal to a whole other world inside Excel.
Whoa.
The Visual Basic Editor, VBA for short.
Okay, VBA.
And this is where you can actually create what are called macros, which are basically like little mini programs.
Mini programs.
Yeah, little mini programs that can do those repetitive tasks for you.
So it's not just about like making things faster.
Nope.
You're saying I can actually teach Excel to do things for me.
Exactly.
Whoa, that sounds...
It's powerful stuff.
But I got to be honest, whenever I hear coding, I get a little nervous.
I get it. A lot of people feel that way.
So is this something anyone can do, or do you need to be like a tech genius?
Honestly, you don't have to be a genius.
Okay, good.
The cool thing about VBA is that you can totally start simple
Okay,
and then gradually build up your skills.
gotcha.
It is a coding environment, that's
Yeah,
true,
right.
but Excel has a ton of support built in.
Okay.
So think of it like this. Imagine you've got a toolbox.
Okay, I like toolboxes.
And it's full of all these pre-built functions and commands.
Okay, so like ready-made tools.
Exactly. And all you have to do is figure out how to put them together in the right way to create your macros.
So like with a little bit of VBA knowledge,
Mm-hmm.
I could actually automate a lot of my most tedious Excel tasks.
Absolutely.
No way that's like a total game changer.
It really is.
So can you give me some like real-world examples of things people actually automate with this VBA stuff?
Oh, tons of things.
Okay, like what?
Okay, imagine you're always making reports from the same data, but each time it needs like slightly different formatting or calculations, right?
right.
Instead of manually changing everything, each time a macro could do that for you.
Whoa.
It could pull the data, apply the formulas, even make charts, all with one click.
No way, that's amazing.
Or let's say you have super complicated conditional formatting rules.
Yeah, those can be a pain.
Right. And you need to apply them to thousands of cells.
Oh yeah, that would take forever.
A macro can handle that in like seconds. It saves you hours of clicking and dragging.
That is powerful stuff, seriously.
It is.
But are there any downsides to like relying on macros too much?
That's a great question.
Thanks.
Macros are amazing. They can save so much time.
Right.
But you got to use them strategically.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes if you rely on them too much, you might end up with less flexibility if your data or processes change.
That makes sense.
And it's super important to document your macros really well
Documentation, always so important.
so that you or someone else can understand what they do later.
Right, so you're not totally lost.
Exactly. And if you need to change them, you can.
Okay, so it's not just about writing the code, it's also about planning and documenting.
Yes,
And thinking about how you can keep those automations working in the long run.
precisely.
And I see here that Excel also has something called a macro recorder.
It does.
Is that like a tool that can help people get started with VBA?
It's perfect for beginners.
Okay, cool.
It's like, imagine Excel is watching you work and writing down the code for you.
So it's like recording your actions.
Exactly.
Wow.
You just do the actions you want to automate, like formatting cells, inserting formulas, whatever. And Excel records all those steps as VBA code.
So basically it gives you a starting point that you can then learn from.
Exactly. You can look at the code, change it, and figure out how it all works.
That's amazing. So even if you don't know any coding,
Yeah.
you can use that recorder to get a feel for how VBA works
Absolutely.
and then start building your own custom macros.
Yep.
That takes away a lot of the scariness.
I think so.
What's so cool is that you're basically training Excel to do exactly what you want,
That's the power of it.
even for those super complicated tasks.
Exactly.
I can see why this is such a valuable skill.
Oh, yeah. It's in high demand.
So for anyone listening who's ready to take their Excel skills to the next level,
I'd say go for it.
Alt plus F11 is your key to a whole world of automation and efficiency.
It's like unlocking a superpower.
Don't be scared of the coding part.
Yeah, you got this.
Start with that macro recorder. Play around with it, and you'll be surprised how fast you'll learn it.
It's true. It's easier than you think.
Who knows? You might become the Excel guru of your office.
You never know.
And then you can teach everyone else your secrets.
Exactly.
Well, that's it for our deep dive today.
It was a good one.
If you want to get even deeper into Excel and VBA, There are tons of resources out there.
Books, websites, online
You
courses.
can find anything you need.
And don't forget, practice makes perfect.
But you keep experimenting, keep automating, and keep pushing those Excel skills further.
Absolutely. The possibilities are endless.
Until next time, happy spreadsheeting, everyone.
See ya!